Welcome back. Now, in the last video, we talked about a website and how to create a website very easily and very quickly. And you can do all that through Wix, through Squarespace, through GoDaddy. What I really want to emphasize, whether or not you choose a website or you choose a landing page, which we're going to get into, is we need to capture our customers' prospects' information. But people don't do things if there's a lot of different options. You know, if you have, you ever seen anyone in a grocery store and they're looking at, which toilet paper to buy? And they're sitting there, especially guys. There's so many options, they don't know where to start. That is exactly what we don't want someone to do when they land on our website or landing page. We want to give them one thing. Remember, we're not Amazon. Most people are looky-loos. They're like, oh, I'm going to check them out. Okay? So what we want to do is we want to give them one thing. That's why I'm an advocate to having a landing page. And what a landing page is, it's been called a squeeze page, it's been called a landing page, it's been called a sales page. The reason why they call it that, or a squeeze page, is because it's squeezing you into making a decision to enter your email and your password, your email in exchange for something. So there are a bunch of different programs you can use to create landing pages. You can use MailChimp, GetResponse, Aweber. There are so many. Now I'm going to show you two because they're extremely good. Now, ConvertKit, I've never used it, but I know people that have, and so it comes highly recommended. There's a free version, so you can get started for free. Okay, but when you get into the features, it has everything you need. It has automations, which we'll get into in a little bit. What I want you to see is landing page. Okay, it creates a landing page, and so this is kind of point and click with ConvertKit, and a landing page is a page that ideally has you do one thing and one thing only. So that's ConvertKit. Now let me show you what I use, and let me show you how easy it is for you to do that, whether or not you're using ConvertKit, MailChimp, what have you. It's very easy. So I use a program called Kajabi, and what I do is I simply sit here and I can pick whatever type of landing page I want. So what do I want it to look like? There's so many different options, but let me just go to this one here and let's just get started. It's very easy. Let's just call it test. Okay, create. And so it's really a great way to share some information about you and your organization and give them one simple thing to do. So in this case, look at this. Free 15-day trial. So when someone lands on your landing page, this is what it would look like. You could change that picture in a matter of seconds. Look, you just simply go, I'll just select a recent file, right? Look, boom. Now you will get the same thing with ConvertKit or MailChimp. All the programs work extremely well. So can you see that because we changed it, we need to add a form, but there we go. It's changed. Right, add a form. So what we want is, this is not about showing you how to create a bunch of stuff, but it's extremely easy to create with a landing page what you want. Add a section. Let's say we want to create an event, or whatever. Let's go down to a video. We're going to add a video. We're going to add it. We're going to come back, and we're going to move it right to the top. And so you'll see that that's how easy you could create a video for your website. But what we want for your landing page, what we want is we want somebody to land on the page and ask them for one thing. So ideally what we would do is we would tell them, get 10 steps to cleaning effectively, or right now, right? 10 steps to sanitizing during the COVID-19 virus. Okay, whatever it is, when someone lands on our page, they have one thing to do. Oh, I would like 10 steps on how to green clean my home, or I'd like 10 steps on how to screw in a light bulb, whatever it is. And all you do is create a little piece of content, and it's very straightforward. Everything is extremely easy. And so the purpose of this is not to dive into each of these programs. That's for another program. But for this one, I want to get you to see that all we want them to do is to come to your website landing page and have one thing to do. And hopefully they'll enter their first name and email into the system, and now you have a lead. It's no different than collecting a business card, but it's actually even better because it's very similar to being at a networking event and someone said, no, here's my card, as opposed to walking in to a business saying, can you tell me who the person is I speak to? So you can get a business card that way. This way, they've said, yes, I want that. I want 10 steps to green cleaning, or whatever it is. They've entered their information. You've given them the content. It automatically gets emailed, very easy. And now they think of great things about you. You can still have a website, and you can email it to them later and say, hey, here's our website. But you want them to do one thing. And so that's why I like a landing page. So start thinking about landing pages and over a website, especially when it comes to prospecting. Now, you could add a pop-up on your website. So when someone goes there, it pops up. It says 10 steps to. If you already have a website, then you could easily do that. Ask your web provider, or any program like Wix allows you to do it very easy. Just search the help. Regardless, make the people that land on your website, on your landing page, do one thing. And that is to get their email and their first name. Now let's look at email marketing. Welcome. Now in this section, I want to discuss the difference between email marketing and a CRM. And email marketing are programs like I showed you, like ConvertKit, MailChimp, GetResponse, Aweber. There's so many of them. And for a lot of you, that's all you're going to need, right? What we want is we want to be able to create a landing page. We want to offer them one thing, right? We want to offer them an article. We want to offer them free cleaning. We want to offer them a newsletter. We want to offer them something that they're going to go, oh, I really want that. And then they're going to enter their first name and their email. You can ask for more information if you like, but the more information you ask for, the more people drop off and don't do it. So make it simple. First name, email, you're good. That's all you really need. So what is email marketing compared to a CRM? And it's important that you know this and recognize this, because there's email marketing, there's CRMs, and then there's CRMs on steroids. And depending on who you are, you might want to just do email marketing. You might want to do email marketing with a CRM, and you might want to do a sophisticated CRM. So I'm going to show you email marketing, and I'm going to show you a sophisticated CRM, because you can pick and choose through that. Okay, so email marketing, what is it? Well, so you've you've chosen ConvertKit, MailChimp, whatever it is, and you have created a landing page. You've created basically a page, looks like a website, and it asks them to do one thing, right? Enter email and first name, and in exchange for that, you're going to get a piece of content, some information, something of value that they go, oh, okay. So now that's what they've done. What all email marketing is that you either go in on a weekly basis and type and send an email, or you pay the few extra dollars and do automation and sit down and create the video email, or the news, or the text email sequence. So it's called autoresponder. They enter in an email, their first name, email, boom, automatically they get an email that says, here's your ebook you asked for, your piece of content. And then all you do is you type the email, the newsletter, the article, the information, and then week 1, week 2, week 3, you do it once, it just automatically goes out. And that is an email marketing program. Landing page, automated emails. Or landing page, you go in and type it every week. Really suggest you do landing page, automation, automatic goes out, says here's your piece of content, and then once a week you send them content, a newsletter, an article, whatever it might be. And we're going to get into content later. So I just want you to get your head around this. Landing page, automatically email, once a week, and it goes on. That is your email marketing. So you are cascading your information. You're on LinkedIn. You're doing these things. You're on social media. You're on Facebook. You're on Instagram. Whatever it is. They go, I want to check this person out. I want to read that. I want to see this. They click. Boom, goes to their landing page, and you say, hey, fill this out and get this free information. You've probably all done it by now. That's what email marketing is. And then you just email that person over a period of time on content that is relevant to them. And if you're targeted and you have a target market and you're going after just veterinarians as an example, or just doctors, then your content's easy. You sit back and you create one piece of content that's relevant for all the people that are on your email list. That's email marketing. You need to incorporate it into your system because it's a low cost way of staying in front of a prospect and having them remember you and going from unaware to aware to familiarity to knowing who you are. That's email marketing. Now let's take a look at what a CRM is. Okay, hello. Now, in the last video we talked about email marketing and having an email marketing program, such as ConvertKit, MailChimp, GetResponse, Aweber. There's so many out there. They're all good. Now, again, that's a landing page, email. So that's all you really need. But that is email marketing. But now we look at a CRM, and a CRM is more sophisticated. Now there are basic CRMs, and there's CRMs on steroids. A basic CRM is something that has a bunch of different plugins, meaning that it looks after the customer content, meaning it holds the customer's name, their emails, all that stuff. It then usually works with like Gmail, works with like MailChimp, with all these things, so that they work together so that you have your information, you create a dashboard, you see that this customer is interested and this is where they are this month, this is where they are next month, and then it works with other things. So it means you can do email marketing, it means you can do phone calls, you can do all these different things, but it's not part of the program. Okay, so that's a basic CRM. A CRM on steroids is kind of like this one, and I want to show you a janitorial marketing solution one because it's going to give you gotta get your head around what it can do, and it's really more a business operations system. Okay, so it's more sophisticated. It means it lets you run your whole business, from your sales, your marketing, and even your operations. Now, it's a lot more sophisticated to learn, and for a lot of you this is not necessary. Just a basic ConvertKit, MailChimp, whatever is all you need. Having a CRM is very good too. So it just makes sense to have a CRM so all your data is collected, especially if you have employees. So a ConvertKit and a Nimble and a Pipedrive are probably all you need. But I don't want to get you confused. I just want to show you. So basically, what you do is, this is a CRM on steroids. So it has sales, marketing, and operations. So what it does is it gives you workflows, sales opportunities, lets you do text messaging to people, lets you book your calendar, lets you do CRM activities, e-commerce if you want, social networking, posting to Facebook, posting to Twitter, posting to LinkedIn. Digital signing allows you to digital sign, lead scoring. We'll get into that later. From the marketing aspect, it does web builder, marketing automation, landing pages, customer journeys. We'll get into that a little bit later. Sign up forms. It does everything Drip campaigns, surveys, video tracking means if someone watches your video, it tracks that they've watched the video and how much. And then your operations, it does things like gives you a phone number, event planning, ticketing. If someone's on your website and you give them a ticket, say, hey, we'll get back to you. So as you grow, you are going to want to grow into a CRM, and a sophisticated one. So if it's not this one, then you're going to walk at things like HubSpot, Infusionsoft, shopping cart used to be called, different ones like that. So the reason I'm telling you this is so that you understand the difference. You can do all the things that you can do with email marketing with a sophisticated CRM. So just recognize, where do you think you're going to grow, and email marketing and or CRM. Two really good CRMs that I really like is Nimble. Nimble is really good. It's very basic, very straightforward. It lets you hold your to-dos, it lets you receive emails, and it lets you to hook up with MailChimp and other programs to do your email marketing. And so does another one, Pipedrive. Pipedrive is really clean and neat, holds all your customer names. You can phone them from within the program. So I want you to understand email marketing from a CRM. For most of you, just stick with email marketing. So ConvertKit, MailChimp. I heard great things about all of them. I've used Aweber, I've used GetResponse, I've used MailChimp. I've not used ConvertKit, but I know a bunch of people that have, and they really like it, and it looks really slick and very simple and affordable. So those two things, email marketing, CRM. Okay, so now that you choose which one you want, you've got your landing page, and then you're sending things to people once they sign up, whether or not it's a CRM or email marketing. So let's move into the next section. All right, so as we wind down into the capture here, we're going to move into the next section, which is engage. Now, I want to kind of paint where we've gone from now. We understand what a strategy is, right? A strategy is a set of activities. We understand that when we actually make contact or we're reaching out to somebody, we have to have a point of difference. So we have our activities, but our point of difference or our story, our message, the outcomes we deliver is everything we talk about, right? We're talking about the outcomes we deliver. We're not talking about our product. We're not talking about our service. We're not in the cleaning business. We don't clean places. We don't sell cleaning supplies. We are in the risk reduction, health and safety business. And everything we talk about is about health and safety, risk reduction, disease prevention, cognitive behavior improvement, improving math scores, improving reading scores, reducing liability, reducing exposure. Those is what we sell, if you remember, from our differentiation. So we have a strategy, set of activities, differentiation, we have our message, and now then we want to attract, right? We're trying to attract people and go on to LinkedIn and find people to talk to prospect to, all from our computer, all from a virtual world while we're under lockdown. And then we need to just have something so that when people come to find us or click us, want more information about us, see that we've looked at them, what it has comes to, they go to a landing page. Okay, so they're at a landing page, whether or not it's a landing page through MailChimp or through the CRM system I showed you, doesn't matter. So I want to kind of put it into perspective. Now we're ready to really kind of launch, right? We've done our attracting. We're on LinkedIn. We're posting stuff. We're posting information, right? We know how to get emails and to connect with people. We're going to lead everybody to our landing page. Now, for all of us, in these tough times, when business is slow, when we don't know what the future holds right now, we know we'll come out of this. You have existing contacts, and this is where you have to go to your base of contacts, your base. So, existing customers, old customers, slow customers, old prospects. You need to go to your base. You need to reach and grab all the different connections you have, because that is an opportunity to grow and the fastest way to grow. So all the business cards you have on your desk, all the business cards you have in your drawer, all the dead accounts in your computer system, those are warm leads. They know who you are. They've talked to you at some point in time. So what we want to do as we move into engage is we want to get these people into our system. And I can give you a step-by-step plan, but go and find all your contacts, their business cards, their emails, whatever it is, and get their information, because they are low-hanging fruit, right? So you need to work with your base. What are the accounts that do business with you right now? Which ones have done business with you? And then we're going to go find new customers, but the customers you have or had are the lowest hanging fruit, right? So they are in a time of trouble. They're locked down as well. So, you want to nurture that relationship and reach out to them. And so the bottom line is get their contact information. Okay, get it in an Excel sheet. Get it written on a piece of paper. Get it on a business card. Get their contact information, their first name and their email. The more information, the better. But definitely, you want first name and email, and then we're going to put it into our system. So once we do that, then we're ready to launch. So the next video is going to show you very quickly and easily how to upload the contacts into your system.